So today we're going to learn about transversal lines and parallel lines, which is 2.4 in our textbook. Now, the transversal line is a line that intersects two or more lines that are usually parallel, but then they don't have to be. So in this case, the transversal are these red lines here. You can see it intersects or it goes through two lines. And the lines on the right hand side, they are not parallel. Now you can tell that because if you keep drawing these lines, these two lines here will intersect, so they are not parallel, whereas the ones on the left, if you just keep drawing those lines, keep going, they will never intersect, so they are parallel lines. Now we show that they are parallel lines by drawing arrows on the line. Now we're not talking about these arrows here that are on the ends of the lines. That's to show that they are lines that go indefinitely in each direction. But to show that they are parallel lines, you will see arrows on the line here like this. And that means that they are parallel lines. The diagram on the right hand side won't have that. That won't have that because they are not parallel lines. Alright, now I'm going to talk to you about three different types of angles that you will need to be aware of so that we can work out the value of angles without having to use a protractor. So we're increasing our knowledge of angles even more this lesson. Okay, so alternate angles are on opposite sides of the transversal. So in this diagram, this is the transversal. And you can see that they're on opposite sides of the transversal, but they're inside the two parallel lines. You can see they're parallel because there's the little arrows there. Alright, so that's alternate angles. They are always equal. When we're dealing with parallel lines, alternate angles are always equal, and in this lesson we will be only dealing with parallel lines. Okay, and if you notice that the angles, they make a Z shape. So in this one it's actually like a backwards Z shape, but you can also have the alternate angles can also be this here and here because they're on opposite sides of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. So what you need to know is the symbol for alternate angles. So when you do your working out, you can write this down so that I can see that you know that it's an alternate angle. Alright, so the symbol for alternate angles is the Z shape with the angles on either side of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. That's what that's showing there. Alright, another type of angles is corresponding angles. Now these are in matching positions on each parallel line. These corresponding angles are also equal, so whatever angle M equals, angle N will equal as well. Alright, so these ones make an F shape. So you can see there's sort of like an F here. So the symbol for this one is, you've guessed it, an F shape. You can show the angles there. So these are on matching positions, which means this angle is inside, or on the bottom side of the parallel line and to the right of the transversal here. And this one, so this one's also on the bottom side of the parallel line and onto the right of the transversal. So they are basically on the same position on each parallel line, but to the same side of the transversal. Okay, so there are other places here that would be corresponding. So we would have, I'm going to draw, so like X here would be corresponding to Y here. They're both on the bottom side and to the left of the transversal. Now I might put L and M. They will be corresponding because they're on the top side of the parallel lines and to the left of the transversal. And then I'll just do A and B. A and B, so they would also be corresponding angles. Right, another type is co-interior angles, and you can see that these co-interior angles, they make a C shape here. Co-interior angles are on the same side of the transversal, and they're both on the inside of the parallel line, so both on the inside. So they are co-interior, so on the interior or on the inside of the parallel lines. That's why they're called co-interior angles. Now these angles are not equal, however they do add to 180 degrees. So co-interior angles always add to 180 degrees. Therefore, M and N will equal 180 degrees here, because we know that a straight line equals to 180. Alright, so the shape for this one, it makes a C shape. So this is the shape here. That's the symbol that you need to remember when doing your working out for co-interior angles. Alright, now it's your turn to see if you can figure out the corresponding angles. So what angle is corresponding to angle EHB? So this is EHB. This is the angle. So what's the corresponding angle to this one? So pause the video, see if you can figure it out before I tell you. Alright, so we can see that, so this angle here would be, it's this one. So it's above the parallel line but to the right of the transversal. So therefore this one would be the corresponding angle, and that is HKD. So angle HKD will be the answer for that one. What about corresponding to angle EHA? So EHA. So that's this one, EHA. So you can see that this one will be the answer. So it's HKC. HKC. Alright, what about AHK? So AHK. So it's this one. So which one would be, so it has to be below the parallel line to the left. That would be this one. So it's angle FKC. That would be the corresponding angle. Okay, now we're looking at co-interior angles. Which one is co-interior to BHK? So we've got BHK. So which one is also on the inside? Well, that would be, and it's on the right hand side, so it's this one here. So that's angle HKD. And now we're looking at which angle is co-interior to AHK. AHK, so that's this one. So this one would be the co-interior angle, HKC. Okay, hopefully you did pretty well with those ones. Now, we need to use our knowledge of the angles as well to find the value this time of the M angle. And you need to give a reason, and the reason is the symbol that you need to show. Now you can sort of see on these ones that I'm going to show you what the symbol should be. So in this one you can see that it's the Z shape, a little backward Z shape in this case. So what would that one be? Okay, if you said alternate angles, then you would be right. So the alternate angles are on opposite sides of the transversal and inside the other two parallel lines. So we need to draw, draw the symbol. So because they're alternate angles, M equals 60 degrees. It's as easy as that. Alright, this one, so you can see this is, what sort of angle is it? I think this one's the easiest one. So this is the co-interior angle, and the symbol for that one is C shape. And so remember, co-interior, they aren't equal, are they? They add up to 180 degrees. So M equals 180 degrees minus 120 degrees. I didn't do a very good degree sign there. Therefore M equals 60 degrees. Alright, well, what's this one then? So the two both in the corresponding positions on the parallel lines. So these are corresponding angles, and this is the symbol for this one is the F shape. And you can see that here, the F shape. Okay, and these are equal, so M equals 70 degrees because it's a corresponding angle. Alright, so remember we're talking about parallel lines, so only when the transversal crosses two parallel lines, alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, and co-interior angles add to 180 degrees. So these are the summarising what we've learnt in this lesson.